A couple of differences between black powder and smokeless powder that are worth noting. Black powder, if you put some in a little pile on the ground and you have an ignition source that you can stand back from and you light it, you will notice that it goes up instantaneously, it produces a lot of smoke, and there's quite a bit of residue. When you put that down the barrel of a muzzle loader or in the chambers of the cylinder of a muzzle loader, it pretty much burns the same way. It's producing smoke, it's producing that kind of residue. Smokeless powder, on the other hand, works a little differently. If you saw the short video that I had done where I had put in a pan some smokeless powder, black powder, and then more smokeless, you see the difference between as smokeless begins to burn, it burns pretty slowly, doesn't produce much smoke, a little bit, not too much. It's got a beautiful orange flame to it. And then as it's burned out, you got a little bit of residue. Inside of a cartridge casing, when smokeless powder is ignited, it burns at a rate that looks much more like the black powder externally in a pan. However, smokeless powder, it contains its own oxygen source, so it burns just fine inside of a confined space in a chamber where there is no oxygen. It burns much, much faster, like the black powder. It doesn't produce very much smoke at all. The color of the flame is not this bright glowing thing, it's still hot, but the residue that it produces is much reduced. And the greater the pressure, the faster smokeless powder burns. Now, smokeless and black are ignited by heat. That's why we keep powder away from excessive heat. Happy trails.